Good afternoon. This is Trisha. I am an Indigenous psychic, a healer, and a spiritual mentor. I've been doing this for over 25 years. And I'm doing this on my birthday, which is today. So this is May 13th right now, but this is for May 14th, Indigenous forecasts and Grey Wolf visions and Mother Earth meditation. So yes, this is Grey Wolf Speaks. So I already pulled 6 cards. Okay, usually when I read people, I do like a maximum of 6, but for you all, this is pre-recorded. So I'm going to go over those things, and the last part, stay at the end because there is a surprise. So I pulled 6 cards. The first 3 came from Colette Baron Reed's The Shaman's Dream. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should go get this deck. So the first one that I pulled, which kind of tells me the whole forecast of what's coming up ahead. So the first one that I actually picked up was called Deep Diver. And usually Deep Diver, which is kind of funny because I'm wearing I wear this a lot. I got it from the last place I worked at, which was in up north. But I just felt like wearing it because blue signifies a lot of intuition, water, color, truth. So here is the kind of like the encompassing overarching theme, what I like to start with, which is about intuition, okay? So it's a lot to do with Indigenous intuition where it's non-linear. So it's so interesting how we're starting with the first card with blue. And this wasn't planned. This wasn't planned. So the deep diver is all about going way down below the surface. So this week is going to feel like you're kind of like going, not like, you are going to feel like you want to go more than just what's at the surface, okay? So it's all about taking risks. So if you feel like, well, I don't want to be safe anymore, or there's things I should be doing, and this is telling us, hey, if you really want to unearth a lot of these things that you're avoiding, so it's all about going into the deep caves of our intuition. We got to go through it, right? So this is all about that. So it's all about the waters, trusting the waters, trusting your intuition, the deep, deep waters, the deep intuition that you have, okay? And go where no one else wants to go, because that's where I've been. After, I don't know if you read my my last email that I sent out, which was on Tuesday. I talked about this, where I was going on a deep walk, and this deep walk actually fired up a lot of things I was kind of avoiding. So the thing is, I haven't been able to drive my car in about 2 weeks. Not because I'm anxious or anything, it's because I do grind my teeth at night. I do. I had TMJ a long time ago. I had complications with that. So, so with that being, I don't want to go too in deep with that, but that's been going on with me. And so I'm trusting this week. Let's go back to here. I'm trusting that my intuition, that my guides, all of these things are kind of guiding me towards doing things I've never even allowed myself to go into. You know what I mean? So I don't want to ramble on about this, but this is all about that. I started walking a lot, okay? And I didn't understand why. Remember, Indigenous intuition is not about linear. It's not about going on a straight line. It's all about trusting the spiral, trusting what is coming into you. So I started trusting that more. So this is what it's telling us, is to trust that and take chances. So the second, sorry if I lamented on that. So the second card that I pulled was the Watchers. So the Watchers this is really cool because I wrote some things down. We're talking about breaking from linear way of being, meaning, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F. If we're going from A, B, we're thinking we're going to go like that. But most times, it's all about watching where the universe takes us. You know, it's never planned. You know, when this is what it's telling us, okay? Is that when we start to go into this intuitive side, this indigenous intuitive side, we go into these portals. It's true. We go into these portals in our dreams, and there's signs, synchronicities that happens. But we have to watch what happens. That means we need to get out of our worry and get out of our logical thinking, okay? And pay attention to what it's telling you. If it tells you to slow down, slow down. This week it told me take 3 days off. I was like, what? What? So I did that. I took 3 days off. And it said slow down. And then I just received flowers from my dad. And a card. And I have sunshine today. You know, people are visiting me for my birthday, which is really cool. I love that. You know, it's not about the gifts. It's more or less about, and they can't come into my house, by the way. They can't. It's COVID and, oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. So yeah, let's go to the next one. So we need to, sometimes it's good to just do nada. That's why I took 3 days off, and it's telling me doing nothing, watching Netflix, doing nothing, not pushing and pushing and pushing and then drop is a good way to go. This is what it's saying. Like, chill out, be like the mountain, and watch. Okay? Be like the mountain. Don't move. That's what it's saying. Don't move. Just chill. And that's what it's interesting how the card is saying that too. Okay? So, here we go. The other card, which is the last one, I was looking at it. I was like, this is really cool. It's a dragon. It's an ancient dragon. It's about empowerment. Ancient dragons. He's just sitting there watching this little ball of light, which I really find interesting. And there's keys dangling. And it's all about, he reminds me of an elder dragon. And in here, he's protecting all of the little souls that are coming through, right? And he's saying, and he's kind of telling me, like, are you worthy of this? You know, are you, all of these gifts that are inside of these little souls that are coming through, you know, are you worthy of it? That's what it's speaking to me. So it's saying, don't overthink, don't delay, because he's looking at it, watching. Should I, shouldn't I? So this week is all about, if you're overthinking and you're saying, well, I know, because the first couple of cards says we got to take risks, but we also have to slow down enough to realize what's going on around us, to just slow down. But it's also saying this, it's kind of saying, okay, if you're hoarding a lot of things, if you're always letting things be, also, you know, has many different interpretations. I'm telling you different things, but it's saying, you know, dragons are all about empowering, but they also are guards. Okay? And this is all interesting because this is all about the non-Indigenous linear. Non-Indigenous way is spiral. Okay? Everything is circle and it connects. Okay? And this is all about the circle. There's a circle here. And animals tend to be very intuitive. They are. And dragon is all about that. It's all about intuition. This week is all about that, okay? So don't overthink. Don't delay this week. Start taking risks. Our first card said that. Taking risks. This is all about taking risks, okay? And sometimes taking risks means, okay, I need to just watch things, not react to things, and trust that my next step is guided. My next step, and it may feel like it's a crazy step, or you know, what are people, and you're gonna come up with a lot of things this week where you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. It's very, very risky if I invest this and I invest that and I go with this person and that person. That might come up. That might come up. So now it's time to really not to get stuck in the linear, more or less go with the flow. Okay, that's what intuition is. I hope that's clear. um so the other three cards that I pulled, okay, are Buffalo. So I'm going to go through this really quickly. So Buffalo also tells me, okay, it also tells me that to really trust intuition is all about being the giver, not to ask for something back in return. And in a community where I am presently right now, we tend to be very generous, we tend to be very giving, and we share things. Like nothing is wasted, okay? So when we don't we tend to go into, I think, September, October, we go, maybe November. We go, well, I don't say we, but the community members who are hunters, right? They go out and shoot moose. I know some of you don't like hearing that, but and what they do is one of them or two of them will donate, you know, the moose, and then it'll be reallocated to the community members, which is really cool. And this is all about this. This is saying, okay, if we want to be intuitive, you know, the non-indigenous intuition is all about sharing, not expecting something back. When you become a giver, your intuition explodes, okay? So I know I've over-explained on that, but okay. The second one, it seems to be ringing true today. The White Raven is all about trusting the softness, the intuition, and feeling the nudges, okay? When I feel this, it's like softness. Intuition is very soft, okay? It is not harsh. It is not forceful. It's like soft, okay? When you start trusting in what comes, it's a lot like a furry little bird. When you squeeze it, it's going to suffocate. When you trust it, it will fly and then you'll follow it, right? So it's a time of that where it's all about trusting, okay? Trusting like the bird, trusting the softness, okay? And there's the hummingbird. The hummingbird is all about staying out of the past. Staying out of the past or the present. Excuse me, past or the future. Okay, hummingbirds, they require a lot of energy, and sometimes I have a hard time staying in, because their wings are always going so fast, right? They're not really, I feel like they're in different dimensions because they're so fast, okay? So with that being said, this is all about staying here, okay? So those are the 6 cards for the week. Let's go into our, I really love this spread of cards. It's all about trusting the intuition and really trust the fluffiness, the spiraling in of the non-linear vibes that are out there, because it's not going to be, intuition is not linear. It is not. It is like, woo, woo, woo. Oh, gotta go back here, and it's all over the place, okay? It's all over the place, but there's a magic in that, okay? There's a sacredness in that, okay? Okay, let's go to Gray Wolf Vision. So Gray Wolf Vision is what I'm seeing. You know, I really feel, and I'm just going to tune in for a second. there's a lot of upheaval of the old systems that's still going on. I keep seeing that. And a lot of people, especially the minority groups, Indigenous people, marginalized groups, are standing up. And I see that more and more. I see that a lot, actually. And I've also noticed people breaking through the old systems. And I feel like that's necessary. I feel like that's where the world is going. And I notice you notice it too. The marginalized, the underdog is really rising up. You know, the old healers are rising up. People like me, Indigenous psychics, healers are really shaking the system, which is good. We need that right now. The world needs that. And I feel like it has to do with the non-Indigenous way of, you know, pushing until you drop. And I feel like we're bringing an easier way, more healing way. And I feel like that is really important. And it gives you more confidence. It gives me more confidence in what I do. And we're needed right now. So with that being said, let's go into the Mother Earth meditation. So the Mother Earth meditation, okay, I want you to put your both feet on the floor. Even if you're laying down, you could do this. So imagine this white light, okay? This white light right below your feet, okay? And we're going to imagine this white light going up, breathing in. And then we're going to breathe it out. I like to imagine all of this going out. Oops. All of this going out, okay? Now we're going to breathe it back in. And then breathe it back down, rooting it to your feet. Let's do this again. Breathing in. Breathing it out. Breathing it back in. One more time. Breathing back in. Breathing up. Breathing back in. Grounding yourself, your spirit to your body, to the ground. I hope this has helped you. So thank you a lot for the birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. This is for Grey Wolf Speaks for today. It is May 14th. And just wanted to let you know, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. And also, there is a surprise. So what I want you to do now, since you're at the end, okay, it has to be today. So if you're watching a replay, it's not going to count because my video does see that. Okay, so with that being said, let's go to the surprise. So I want you to put down your name. So in the comments below, I want you to write your name, okay? Because I'll be doing a monthly draw and you're getting a mini taste test of my readings. So you need to be present during this pre-recorded video. I will watch who is there. So this is going to drop off at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it will be all the comments will be time-stamped, excuse me, okay? They will be all time-stamped. And I will see who is live during when the video is released. And I only watch it from 4 o'clock to 4:15 or 4:19, almost 4:20. And then if your name is in that timestamp, okay, between 4 and 4:20, yeah, p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you'll be entered for a taste test of my soul readings, okay? And then we'll do it live. But you have to put your name, your full name, okay, in the comments. All right, thank you everyone. I wish you all a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Abnamotes.